Nadra, we're asking next year the COVID-19 public inquiry will be examining the care sector during the pandemic, and we know you're hugely involved with this. What do you think is the most important lesson to learn about what happened in the care sector during the pandemic? We're giving around 2 minutes for this because we've got to get round the table. But what's your thoughts, Nadra?
Well, thank you for the opportunity to speak. I think it's really important to firstly understand that there was a plan. There was a plan for an outbreak of some sort that could happen. And in December, we knew that this virus was circulating. But there was a very strong message from government that was saying that care homes didn't need to worry. There was no plan for social care. There was absolutely no plan. January, February, we were in a meeting when we suddenly got told that there might be some challenge, but we weren't to worry. So care providers would be okay. We know that some care providers made their own decisions to close the doors and were heavily criticised by families, friends and campaigners for doing that. But that was what they did to safeguard the people. So I think if we look at what happened, the tragedy of it all is that there was no plan. And I've said this publicly before, and anything that was muted as being a plan and a protective ring was a complete and utter lie. And we need to be very clear about that there was no plan.
With good infection prevention control, we were able to get family members in bedrooms with their loved one, especially at the time of need. And I think that's the biggest lesson that we actually did. And I can put my hand on my heart and say we didn't have anyone pass in our care home without their family member next to them physically.
You know, everything that everyone has said, communication is key in anything, but planning, I mean, we were lucky, like Trudy said, I think where we're just us, just one home, you know, and we all got our heads together and we were able to adapt like plans that we already have in place for any outbreak and just adapt them. We were ahead of the game. And when we first started communicating with families on the 29th of January, wasn't it, of 2020, so we were well before. You know, and then before the national lockdown, we'd already got caravans from the local community donated to us, and we had it all set up.
I started at Care England just before